We avail ourselves of the use of technology through all various stages of the narcissistic cycle, and the period of devaluation is no exception. We will use the sending of messages, be they of the text, messenger, or email variety, to roll out our devaluation against you. These poisonous messages are sent because it is so easy for us to do. It is a simple task of typing that message, whether we happen to be at home, in the office, sat waiting for a plane, or in a queue of traffic. We can unleash a poisoned arrow from anywhere and have it winging its way to pierce your heart. We can do it at any time and reap the reward from the provision of fuel. Sometimes the fuel arises as consequence of your response, by messaging us back or telephoning us. Other times it is gathered through thought fuel, as we envisage your reaction based upon what we know of your emotional responses. And sometimes we even get the combination of both proximate and thought fuel. There is little energy expenditure for us, and the prospect of fuel and exerting control over you are invariably very good. Here are some of the ways in which we send you poisonous messages during devaluation. 1. The Barren Periods. We have, through the extensive and exciting messaging we engaged in during the Golden Period, created an expectancy on your part to receive messages from first thing in the morning until last thing at night, and at regular and repeated intervals. You have become used to this, and then, all of a sudden, it dries up. You send a message to us in the hope of generating a response, but there is nothing. You send another, just in case the first did not somehow get through. There is nothing but silence. You wait and try to do something else, but you cannot concentrate, because you keep looking to your phone hoping for that message to appear, but it does not. Many hours may pass, perhaps a day, until you either happen to bump into us, or we deign to finally respond. You can expect the replies to be along the lines of, "There was no signal where I was." There must be a fault with my phone, as I never received any messages." "I did reply, didn't you get it?" "All your messages have just come through now. That's why I messaged when I did. I ran out of credit. I ran out of battery." Do not accept these explanations. These are rolled out to pull the wool over your eyes. The failure to reply was deliberate and calculated, and more often than not, it was because we were busy with somebody else. Number 2, the raised hopes. We will make an arrangement with you suggesting we go out to dinner tomorrow evening or attend that new play you were excited to see. You look forward to spending time with us. Alter your other arrangements. Put yourself to time and expense in preparation for whatever event is. And then, at the last minute, we cancel, with either no excuse or half an excuse. And then we fall silent. Number 3, the wrong recipient. You receive a message which is clearly meant for someone else. It might be using a nickname that is unfamiliar to you, confirming an arrangement when you knew of none to be confirmed, thanking you for a wonderful evening when we did not see one another that evening, or any number of combinations where the content of the message is at odds with what you know. It's rarely a mistake when this happens. It's instinctively done. Number 4, the vitriolic volley. A straightforward, nasty barrage of insults sent in the form of text messages. The content will be savage and hurtful, and you will have no or little idea why the messages are being sent or what they actually relate to. You will be accused of being a slut when you've always been faithful, or wasting money when you have been careful with it, or not caring about us when you have just done something especially loving. The words will be barbed, picking on your weaknesses and vulnerabilities, and is often done when you have gone out without us, or you have friends around without us being invited. It is short and a sharp method of upsetting you in as quick as possible a manner. 5. The afterthought. We tell you what we are doing and happen to mention that you might like it as well, even though now, given the late notice you have been given, that it is nigh impossible for you to join in. Typical messages will read, "Great party at Harry's, you would love the music here." Or, "I'm at Portofino's with Hannah, the food is just your type of thing." You're left thinking, who the hell's Hannah? I'm watching U2, they're awesome. You like them, don't you? When we know, of course, full well that U2 is your favourite band, but we've not invited you. You are left upset as you are missing out on something you would enjoy, and also hurt because we have done it without you, knowing that you would have wanted to attend as well. Number 6. This does not appear as though it is actually a poisonous message because its content is pleasant, and it is when it is sent that is of relevance. If you are going through a period of devaluation and you then receive messages which appear to provide a respite period from this nastiness, be warned. You and somebody else are getting the same messages. Thus, if we have been unpleasant to you for a number of weeks, and then you get a message stating, I miss you, I love you, I wish you were with me, it will lift your heart. But understand that its generic quality, lack of personalisation and out-of-the-blue quality denotes that you and your prospect replacement are both receiving this message from us. Double fuel. Number 7, the backhander. It may seem like a pleasant message, but it's not. This is usually sent to emphasise our importance and demote the apparent pleasantry in our message to you by causing it to appear second best to the rest of what we have written. Examples would include, I miss you, but I am so busy closing this massive deal at the moment. I hope you're well, but I'm focused on beating my time for the half marathon, so lots of training at present. I was thinking about you as I was polishing my new car. Number 8, the false hope. You receive a blank message from us following a period of silence, and this causes you to respond, pleased to have received even this crumb of apparent comfort, and thus you respond to it. We deny messaging you or suggest it must have been done by accident, the text equivalent of the but dial. It was done deliberately, instinctively, and we noted just how quickly you replied to us as well. Number 9, the forewarned silent treatment. You are told we will not be available to contact. The reason given is not because we are travelling or engaged in meetings or such like, but rather it would be explanations such as this. Don't message me for 48 hours. I need to do some thinking. I need some space, so I won't be in touch for a few days. I'm feeling pressured, so just need some breathing space. Don't contact me until I contact you. Aside from gaining thought fuel at your disappointed and concerned reaction, this is being done to exert control over you, and, most of all, to ensure that you're not going to get in the way and interfere, because we are actually seducing someone else. Number 10, the false emergency. We send a message asking for your help with something and you feel pleased to be involved as matters have been decidedly icy between us for a few days. You respond straight away, but you are then told that it doesn't matter since Joe or Helen or Angela has already come to our aid, lent us the onion we required or changed the tyre, etc. There was no incident which required your help or help from anybody. We wanted to see how quickly you would respond to our control, and then we garner fuel from both your perceived and witnessed responses.